Everybody, so I'm heading out of town for a couple of days, but I figured I would share with you all my little watercolor travel kit that I'm bringing with me. I kind of threw this together last night just based on things I've used in the past, things that I tend to wish I had on me when I am traveling. So to start, I just have this box that has a magnetic magnetic clasp on it that I think a gift came in it, and I'm just reusing it for the purpose of this travel, because I have in the past tried to put my paintbrushes and things into a zippered bag, and sometimes they get bent and warped, and then they just never hold their point ever again. So I'm trying this option. So first things first is I have a little watercolor hand kit that I created. A lot of different colors in here. You can see the little swatch test card there, and then I do have this little paintbrush that sticks in the handle. So this is for like really on the go painting, things like that. Next I have my little watercolor journal. This is a really good one. Nice quality paper, really small, good for quick sketches and things like that. Since I'm going to be on this trip for a few days, and I'm actually going to have some time because it's not work-related trip for once, I am going to have some time to do some slightly larger paintings. So I have some washi tape here that I'm going to use to tape the paper down. One of the nice things about this box is when it's on a flat surface, the lid kind of acts as a slightly angled easel, so I can just tape my art paper to that. So next, we have a mix of water-soluble pencils, watercolor pencils here. These are really good for getting some baseline sketches out on like a landscape, or if I'm doing buildings, I can just do a quick sketch of lines with this for guides, and then they'll slowly disappear as I add water and paint over them. And then I can also use them to add some more intensity later. So I have those in kind of like a yellow ochre, kind of a sap green, a blue of some kind, and then a red. And then I also have more of a magenta, and then almost like a dark brown as well. In addition to that, I also have one of these guys, like the little water reservoir paintbrushes. Those are also really good if I do any quick travel and I can't find a little plastic cup or something to keep my water in while I'm painting. This is a good option as well. I don't like this as much. It's a little, for me personally, it's a little harder to control the water flow compared to an actual paintbrush. So I'm also bringing a brush pen, an ink brush pen. So this has some waterproof ink in it, and that's really handy for doing some different types of sketches and illustrations. And then I have just an assortment of brushes, a nice flat brush and a few rounds, and then like a tiny pointy one here for some details. That's like a size, it says it's a size 6, but it's like a size 2, or like a size 1, honestly. Nice little brush. I cut the handle a little bit on that so it would fit in this box. I also have a little bit of binder clips in case the tape's not working or I need to tape my pages down on my sketchbook. Just a little small tip waterproof ink as well. This little piece of scrap paper I'm using just to protect the clean paper underneath. And so I have some small sheets of watercolor paper. This is 100% cotton. I have some hot and cold press here. You can kind of see that texture difference right there. So kind of a mix of hot and cold press. I have a few of the larger 8x10s or 9x 7.5, whatever it ends up being inside the box, and then a few smaller ones so I can do some quick little illustrations and other smaller paintings. But yeah, I'm going for a couple days. If I was just doing a work trip, usually I would just bring this little kit here, and then maybe 1 or 2 pencils, and then this guy, and leave my other brushes here. But because this is actually like a fun trip, I'm actually able to bring a little bit more of my supply with me, but I still just want a limited color palette. This should be more than enough paint to do some paintings. I have like 4 or 5 shades of blue, 3 or 4 greens, some yellows, some reds, and some nice neutral browns as well. So yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Just a quick, easy one. You're hearing my voice again. Hey. But yeah, happy painting, guys.